full. Well, I'd like to start by congratulating London members for their tremendous turnout today. It's an absolutely marvellous turnout, and no one can be in any doubt whatsoever as to the strength of feeling amongst London members about being sacked for having the temerity to say no to their proposed changes. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate those delegations of firefighters that have come down to join us today from as far north as Scotland, from as far south as Wales. I'd also like to thank those representatives who are here from other trade unions, because it shows the strength of being part of a movement. We are not alone in this. We're part of a national union, we're part of a wider movement, and whatever fight we have to take part in, we will not be on our own in conducting that fight. And I'd like to congratulate your officials here in London, who I think are doing an absolutely superb job.
Yeah.
Firstly, in organising today's demonstration, and secondly in taking part in the negotiations that have been taking part on the issue of 12-hour shifts and what lies behind those proposals. I was still an official here in London when we began the negotiations on 12-hour shifts some 4 or 5 years ago, and it seems to me that the management in the London Fire Brigade haven't changed their position hardly at all in that 4 or 5 years. This isn't engaging in negotiations, it's been like listening to a scratched record. Now, in reality, of course, it seems that these people don't know how to negotiate. In reality, they know exactly how to negotiate. They are just so drunk with their own power, so drunk with their own arrogance, they don't think that they should have to negotiate. Well, the message from our members here in London is, if you do not negotiate, if you try and force your changes through, if you think you're going to get your way by sacking all of us, then we're going to show you that we're going to force you to negotiate, and that's the message that's got to come from today's party. And of course the management here in the London Fire Brigade have been arrogant for a number of years, so that doesn't come as any surprise to us, it's nothing new. I think what is new is that now, of course, we have Boris Johnson as the London Mayor. And we have Ryan, call me a taxi, Coleman.
Coleman out! Coleman out!
The chair of the Fire Authority, and he's not only chair of the Fire Authority, he actually has a majority on that Fire Authority, and he thinks he can run his show in whatever way he wants, and he's not going to listen to anybody. But he's going to have to listen to the Fire Brigade Union. As Paul said, I was a London firefighter on strike here in 1977. When we were on strike for 9 weeks in order to try and get a decent pay increase. I was a London firefighter in 2002 when we had to take strike action over pay in that year. I'm retiring at the end of the year, and I thought I was going to have to retire without taking further strike action, but it looks as if they're determined to go ahead with the way that they're proposing by sacking the entire workforce of the London Fire Brigade in order to try and force through what they want, it looks like I might have to go and strike for a 3rd time before I retire. It will be a pleasure to do so. Not because we take any pleasure from having to take strike action, but because we have to be prepared to stand up to defend our jobs, to defend our working conditions, and in order to ensure that they have to listen to us and that they have to engage in proper negotiations. So my final message to you today is, it's a superb turnout today. I'm sure when we get the result of the ballot for action short of a strike this week, there will be an overwhelming majority. If we are forced as a result of their decisions here today to ballot for strike action, we have to ensure that we go back to our workplaces and get an overwhelming majority in that ballot as well. We will force them to the negotiating table. We will force them to negotiate an acceptable settlement. Don't give up, brothers and sisters.
Thanks a lot.